What is up, you guys? LIM is one of the coolest leaders, and she's totally underrated. Because she's so unique, many players will underestimate her in misplay. She's really fast and punishing. In this video, I'll go over the cards that I've found success with, explaining each one and how it fits into the strategy. I'll end it by breaking down the top matchups in OP13 to help you win your next locals. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like these. LIM is a 4-life, 5,000 power leader with one amazing effect. By resting 3 Dawn cards, you get to play a 5-cost or lower character from your hand and ramp a Dawn card. Her consistency makes her extremely reliable, so let's see what we can do. Because you can save 2 Dawn each turn playing cards off your leader effect, 5-cost characters will be the heart and soul of your deck. Sabo is a standout character that you want to drop early on. If you have 3 or more rested characters when he attacks, which includes himself, you get to draw a card. This extra card advantage is so useful, so opponents will often try to clear him as soon as possible. With the extra cards he provides, you'll have extra counters, so he'll help keep your characters on board. Another card that provides extra card advantage and even helps cycle your hand is an L. On play, as long as you have another rested character, he'll let you draw 3 and discard 2. While he's great to dig deep in your deck, the 3-cost LIM is the searcher for Odyssey cards, and even has a secondary effect, letting her restand herself, guaranteeing you board presence. One of the best cards in this deck, Dofi, can do the same thing, restanding himself if you have just one other rested character. You can even sequence these, letting you restand LIM first, and then Dofi. This guy is great though, because he's a blocker too, so at 6,000 power, he's a strong attack each turn, and he can freely stop 5k attacks into your leader. Mihawk is another card that can restand characters, and it can be anyone, but only when he's played onto the field. This is still great to use to keep cards on the field, but you can also stack Dawn onto a character, attack with it, then play Mihawk to restand it and attack again. The best support card for all of these is the 1-cost LIM. At the end of each turn, she can set one of your characters as active, and once per turn, if she would be removed from your field by a card effect, you can rest one of your characters instead. She is the best card to drop right away. You want to see her on your first turn, so definitely mulligan for her. Not only is her restanding effect really useful, she's just a cheap card to throw down to help reach your rested character thresholds for your effects. Although these Odyssey cards are the most convenient to play, you have a few other options that provide essentially the same benefit. The 5-cost Sanji lets you restand 2 Dawn cards when he's played down, being a 7k body that you can put onto your field for just 3 Dawn. Since you are scaling your total Dawn quicker than your opponent in just about every case, putting out bodies like this is really hard for your opponent to deal with, not only putting a lot of pressure on their life, but also being really annoying for them to attack over. Since he is a brick though, he can be kind of awkward. The 4-cost Uda does the same thing on play, letting her be a 5k body for just 2 Dawn. She's a lot more reliable, albeit less scary for your opponent. She is really great though, because she disincentivizes your opponent from attacking into her, since she can cheat out a 5-cost character when she's KO'd. You may be asking yourself, why even play Uda if I can't use my leader effect afterward? Well, that's because you can use your leader effect afterward. For some reason, Bandai made the ruling that you as the player cannot play things from your hand, but you're still free to play things with your card effects. Coming from Yu-Gi-Oh!, this makes no sense, but I'm not arguing. Another card that takes advantage of this is a 10-cost Shanks. He resets all 10 Dawn cards, letting you stack them onto your characters, but you can even play out a character too through your leader's effect. The best use case for this is normally when you're going second, since you can hit 10 Dawn on your 4th turn, when your opponent normally only has 7. You can drop this 12k beatstick, then throw 7 Dawn onto one of your other bodies like a Dofi or a Sabo. You get to swing for 13, then use your leader to play out Mihawk, and then swing again for 13. This might not win you the game outright, but you'll still have a ton of characters on the field and even the big Shanks to attack with the following turn. While this is a great play you can do on curve going second, going first is much stronger with this deck. Attacking first lets you control the tempo of the game much better, and on your 4th turn, with 9 Dawn, you can drop the 9-cost Zoro. While he's played out rested, it will be difficult for your opponent to attack over him, and they'll risk skipping their entire turn if they just try to stack Dawn onto their leader. The ability to swing 3 times before your opponent even reaches 10 Dawn is crushing. They often don't have a defense for this. This is especially true in conjunction with the Dead Man's Game counter event, since it has a bonus effect to let you use 4 total Dawn to rest 2 of your opponent's characters during your turn. That means you can just shut down your opponent's blockers and then pummel them 3 times for 15k with Zoro if you wanted to. Usohachi and Ace also can do this, although it's just one character that has to be 5 cost or less. Another great counter event to play is Hell's Judgment, since it can reduce 2 of your opponent's characters by 3000 power for the turn. This is just devastating against the top decks like Emu and Zoro especially, since it can seriously reduce the efficacy of their leader. If you're going second, the 4-cost LIM is a fantastic defensive resource. Since you'll have 7 Dawn on your 3rd turn, you can use your leader to play something out, and then drop her to boost everyone by 1000 power, making your characters harder to attack over and helping to protect your life too. Against Red-Blue Ace, your biggest concern will be their 10-cost Newgates. On their 8 Dawn turn, playing your 2-cost Nami from your hand will prevent them from having all 10 of their Dawn. Putting them off of playing their best cards, even for a turn, not only messes up their Dawn flow, but can cripple them for the rest of the game, since you'll be putting tons of pressure on them with all of your 6k swings and quick access to Zoro. Emu will suffer a similar fate. They just can't handle taking 3 Zoro swings before their 10 Dawn turn, with the combined pressure of the rest of your characters on the field. Zoro is so good you can even consider playing him at 4. The 10-cost Shanks is definitely rewarding, but he's not always as good without a couple of other cards to make the most out of him. I'm really excited for OP13 to come out, since the new 7-cost Shanks will be a great addition to this deck. When you play him, he'll already be rested, so you won't get his first effect right away. But on your opponent's turn, all of their characters will be lowered by 1000 power. This is really great at stopping all of your opponent's characters from being as threatening and being able to clear your board. And each turn when he attacks, he'll be able to rest something like a blocker, putting tons of pressure on your opponent. LIM is extremely underrated and is a great pick for your next tournament. She's uniquely aggressive, with good matchups into the current meta. She's not incredibly expensive either, so you should give her a shot. I hope you enjoyed the discussion. Comment below what you want to see next, and while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out. If you're still here, you're the best, and I'll see you guys next time.